Ooh.
Spotify has decided that they are increasing prices and
Yep.
adding a new tier for their premium subscription plan. I don't have Spotify Premium. I did, but I don't currently have Spotify Premium. But
This is getting wild.
do this is this is your Mike Pence moment.
Uh, I'm not
Yes,
even
you
going to
do know what
respond to
that
that.
means.
I'm not even going to respond to that. I'm not responding to that. So it says here, this is an article from the New York Post. Spotify to hike prices, introduce a new tier. Actually, it says here by routers. That's funny. I've never seen them do that before.
Mhm.
Interesting. Anyway, Spotify technology intends to raise prices on its plan by about $1 or $2 a month in
Mhm.
5 markets, including the UK, Australia, and Pakistan by the end of April. According to Bloomberg, they got Bloomberg via routers.
I mean,
It's funny right there. Anyway, shares of the Swedish music streaming service, which compete with rival services Apple and Amazon rose more than 5% on Wednesday. Spotify will raise prices in the United States, its largest territory, later this year, according to the report. The company is also going to introduce a new basic tier that will offer music and podcasts, but not audiobooks. For the current
oh, so that didn't work out.
$11, say it again.
I said, oh, so that didn't work out because remember they had added audiobooks.
But they're saying
Oh,
this
this
new,
means that there will be a tier with audiobooks, but there will also be a tier without.
right. So for
I
$11
don't
a
like.
month, you get music and podcasts, but not audiobooks.
I don't like that.
For the current $11 monthly price of an individual premium plan, the report said. The new basic tier is the first of what will be several new pricing options from Spotify. Under the new pricing, individual plans will go up by about $1 a month, while family plans and so-called duo plans for couples.
Oh yeah, I've seen the duo plan. I was considering the duo plan. I was like, this is not a bad idea to share this with someone.
For you and your boo, you know what I mean? While family plans and so-called duo plans for
Mm-hmm.
couples will rise by $2, the Bloomberg report added. On a monthly basis, the company offers premium plans, including $10.99 for an individual and $14.99 for a duo, and $16.99 for family in the U.S., according to the company's website.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, CEO Daniel Ek, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Ek said earlier in February the company has, quote, plenty of levers to pull, including price increases. Okay. Wait, is there more quote here? Hold on. Ads. Lots of ads. Okay, can I scroll past the ads? Guess not. All right, that's it.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I want to be upset just because anytime the price of something goes up, I want to be
Gotta be
upset.
upset.
But then,
Mm.
then I'm just like
That's
it's
the
so
artwork.
right, exactly. But then I think about it and I'm like, what's the point in getting upset because they're all doing it?
Sure.
It's like they sold us, and I know this is not Spotify specifically, but remember when they were selling us that cord cutter dream, and they were like, don't have cable, and just like you could just be a cord cutter, and you could get like a Roku box or a Fire Stick or whatever, and you could watch TV that way, and it's so much cheaper. But now, like I talk to people who have plans on whatever device they use that costs so much money. Everything's just so much money is the point I'm trying to make. I know we're talking about Spotify, but I'm just saying like everything goes right back up again. And that's how That's how uh these vehicles work. If it's not Spotify, it's going to be something else. So maybe I'm a little jaded because I'm just like, oh, okay, it's going up to $11.99. All right, I guess. Because how much can you complain when they have a monopoly on some of that content? Like when you're
Well,
speaking
it's not a
about,
monopoly. Apple and other streaming services exist.
no, I know that, but Spotify has its own content too that is exclusive to Spotify.
Okay.
Spotify is also the largest at what they do. Spotify has also branched out in a lot of different ways that maybe a lot of people don't even realize. It's not just that they distribute podcasts, but they own the analytics tools. They went and bought up everything in the podcast industry. So that's what I mean when I say maybe monopoly is not the right word. Maybe monopoly is too strong of a word to use. But they definitely have an advantage. So, and it doesn't matter which one it is. Spotify is going to go up. Apple Music is going to go up too. I mean, Apple, what is it called? Apple One? Apple One went up last year. That's fine. I know you don't. I know you don't know, but
I never even
Apple
heard of Apple One.
Apple One is where you get all of Apple's services together. So you get Fitness Plus, you get Apple TV Plus, you get Apple Music, which obviously it's bundled, so it's more money than just a $10 a month thing. But
Okay.
you get Apple Music bundled in there. You can opt to get the services individually. So Apple Music is $10 a month, the same way Spotify is.
Okay.
Um, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's all gonna keep going up. You just kind of have to pick your favorite at this point. I don't. So to get upset is kind of like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? Because I still want to listen to music, right? So I'm either gonna pay Amazon, Apple, or Spotify if I want to listen to music. If
Mhm.
I want to listen to podcasts, okay, fine. I have an Apple phone, so I don't pay to have access to podcasts, but it's kind of the same thing with the audiobooks. I'm either gonna go to Amazon or Spotify. So it's it sucks, but I feel like this is just this is the circle that we're hamsters on a wheel.
Yes. And that is
It's very
because
sorry. I didn't mean to be so negative, but
no, it's fine. Yeah, we're hamsters on a wheel. The reason for that is because of convenience. Most people are not buying music, and so because people are not buying music, we have been. I can't say because people are not buying music, but we have been sold convenience. We have been sold that we have been sold on the model of do not go to the store or go online and buy the music. Instead, pay to have all the music you want in your hand for X amount a month. Because we have been sold on this model, we don't really go purchase anything, right? And so maybe the person you're the biggest fan of, you say, I'm gonna go buy the Nicki Minaj album, or I'm gonna go buy the Beyonce album, I'm gonna go buy the Drake album, I'm gonna go buy the J. Cole album, or the Kehlani album, whoever you like. Um, Maybe you'll do that. But largely people have been sold on this model of convenient consumerism. And because of convenient consumerism, we don't have an interest as a populace in truly supporting our artists by doing so with our dollars. We've been sold on this model that for one price a month, you can have all the music your heart desires. You no longer need an iPod. You no longer need an MP3 player. You no longer need a CD player. You can do everything right here. And so, because it's all right there, well, then you're going to pay to play. And because they know that, and because they have used all of their tools to hook us in on this model, now they can charge whatever they want. And most people are going to just say, okay, no problem. Because what is the alternative?
I'm going
The
to the
alternative,
library.
you going to the library?
Yeah.
What are you going to do at the library?
Read books.
But, but what about all the music that you don't pay for?
I'm going to the library.
Okay, good job. My point is,
I don't have to listen to my books.
sure, but
The library's free. I'm joking.
well, the music is more so why people subscribe to these services.
No,
And
yeah.
that's why I'm focusing on that. Yeah, podcasting is cool, but podcasting is usually available on other formats. It might live on Spotify, but you can find the alternative on YouTube or their
Mhm.
website or some kind of other RSS feed. But the music, largely, people are paying to stream it. And so what's the alternative? The alternative is what? Go buy all the music, go buy Kalani's single, go buy Beyonce's album. Most people are not doing that today.
Yeah.
And the argument, because we've been so hooked into this model, the argument is, why would I go pay more than the price of the streaming service for the album? Why would I go buy the Nicki Minaj album for $15 when I can stream it as much as I want and everything else I want for the same price or less?
Owning versus renting.
But that's not the model we've been sold on. We've been sold on this streaming model. Like you said, and people are not buying physical copies of anything the way that we once were. So if you want to see a movie, where you go? You don't go to Blockbuster. Blockbuster don't exist. You
Netflix
go
on
right
my
on an
TV.
app. Right. You go right on an app, say, okay, let me see, do they have it? Oh, this one don't have it. Let me go to the other one. That one don't have it. Let me go to the other one. That one don't have it. Let me go to the other one. I'll
Well,
rent
you
it
don't
for
even
five
have to do
dollars.
that. It's even more convenient than that. If you put it in a Google search, Google will tell you which one and how much it costs,
There you go.
which is all a part of the same machine.
Right. We've been sold on the model of convenience, or as you said, rent not own. And so that's the thing. So yeah, people are going to pay. Spotify is going to continue to raise their prices. Everybody's going to continue to raise their prices because we don't know how much is a stream. We don't know the value of our consumerism. And so we will continue to be, you know, led to pay more. We will continue to be suckers sucking at the teat of the conglomerates
Mm-hmm.
for convenience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about convenience. But that's why I'm saying, um, I don't it's like, okay, well, which one am I gonna settle on? Because I left my Apple family.
Should have left the family, you know?
I left the family at the beginning of the year. And so I don't have Apple Music anymore.
Shame on you for that.
Um, but
You got to go get you a Spotify couple account. You know what I'm saying? You
apparently
and your you and your booski. You know what I'm saying?
apparently that's the next wave. I saw it the other day. I said, "Oh, well okay." You know, they've got the family plan, they've got the individual, and now they've got the duo. I dig
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
It's not a
Food
bad
up.
idea. Okay, LMA.
Yeah, exactly what I was going for. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we'll see. I'll let y'all know what I decide. But yeah, I don't. It's just whatever to me. It's like, okay, well, thanks for letting us know. I mean, I think that It's not just happening, like I said, with Spotify. It's with everything. Look, they're about to convert the same way Netflix is not allowing sharing of passwords. That's coming for the other streamers soon. Like, it's all moving in the same direction. I just think it's one really big mind fuck. Because, as I said, they were like, you pay $150 for cable? No, we've got something else for you. And
Now you
then
pay $150 for all your streaming apps.
it blows my mind when people are like, oh, but you could get like Sony Play or whatever the thing is called, and that's $95 a month, and then I got the Hulu bundle too, and that's $69 a month, and then it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yep.
Listen, I'm not an advocate for cable. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I'm just saying, like, we're all, like I said, we're just all on this hamster wheel, just trying to figure out which one is the least offensive deal.
Right.
So
yeah.